How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. We got a bonus video coming up here, where I'm going to play a little bit of Wedding Witch and give you my thoughts on it. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch me stream video games, leathercraft, some Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But that out of the way. So this is Wedding Witch, right? I haven't played it on stream, and it's a little risque. To start off by saying there's absolutely no nudity in the game. There's some pictures that are a little sussy, but you know, it is what it is. If you get this game, you know exactly why you're getting it. I sure did. But it's a very simple game in the bullet heaven type archetype or category, much like Vampire Survivors or Death Must Die. It's much more simple than all of those, and I kind of wish that there was more to the game. For example, if we go into story mode, there's only 3 difficulties. I've already beaten all of the difficulties, and I did not even have to max out all the upgrades, right? I did it all within an afternoon. So that just goes to show, like, it's sort of very short. There's not much there, except for the main character, Belle, who is she's very easy on the eyes, and I think that's the only reason why anybody's playing this game. The achievements here are the main way that you'll get a bunch of gold. I wish that it was called something else other than gold. It sounds very generic, right? They could have called it like Eyes of Newt, or I don't know, something more witchy, right? In this game, you play as Belle. She fell in love with you, the player, and she wants to get ready for the wedding. And in order to do that, she wants to enhance herself by drinking various potions. I'll show you a little bit of Nightmare Wedding, which is the hardest difficulty. Again, not very hard. Within this game, you basically get to take your own path to the final boss, which is the Succubus Queen, which is actually your grandmother. And along the way, every stage that you finish, you get a little bit of a white potion, and it's one of these 3 up here, right? 2 of them are mysterious, and 1 they kind of tell you so that you sort of know the path that you're taking, right? There's like each type of potion that you drink puts you on a path to a type of damage dealing that you will be doing. Like if I take the corruption potion, 1, it's going to corrupt her, right? So that she gets more, let's say, amorous. You know, she'll have this a bit of an ahe gao look in her eyes, right? Every potion that you do drink adjusts the character model and the cutscene pictures of her, right? So if you take like the beast potion, she'll grow cat ears and paws and a tail. Eventually, there's a progression towards the imagery, right? Small breast potion makes her more small-breasted. Big breast potion does exactly the opposite of that. Big fan of the big breasts. We're gonna go corruption. Each one of these paths also gives you a type of, what's it called? Growth, right? And type of level. So like this is just, I have to kill 100 or 400 something monsters. Every time you level up, you get one of these, right? You could pick one. The game starts off pretty generic with the upgrades. Like I could take attack speed, or I could take critical or absorption radius, right? I'm gonna take some attack speed right now. One of the things that you want to do in every stage is actually find your way towards the flower that's like right here, because it'll give you, it's not always right here, but it's roughly right here, because it'll give you a new flower for your bouquet, which then gives you a different power. They're all randomly generated. Like explosive magic damage is a type of magic damage, which I believe comes with God, not God. God won't help you here. Explosive big breasts, right? This creates an area around that causes damage around your player character. And when you deal projectile damage, which is a type of magic damage, there's a 33% chance to spawn a shuriken. We're not really in anything right now, so I think we'll just take the area damage that follows the witch, right? Because we want to increase our DPS so that we get it as high as possible for the end, right? Let's see. So again, this is just giving me very generic upgrades, mostly to her bouquet attacks, but you can occasionally find, even in this early stage, powers that are within the other trees that you would get when you drink the other potions, like projectile magic or area magic. I guess HP is good. I don't know. It's not really DPS, so I'm kind of contradicting myself already. As you explore, see, like here's Mana Shower. Deals damage by throwing multiple projectiles forward. Each one of these things has like a maximum level. It's usually around 6, so you do tend to Evil Python. Summons a wandering snake that deals familiar damage, right? And that's the path for when you drink the beast potions, right? These passives that are kind of like curry colored, I want to say curry brick. If you've ever made Japanese curry with those curry bricks, I want to say it's like that. Those are just sort of generic, and you can get them from wherever. Now, since you can have up to 6, if you look at the top left of the screen, since you can have up to 6, it's kind of hard to see from here. 6 different magic spells available to you at any time. If I take Evil Python, that'll be my second magic spell type, which makes it really hard to build for later and better spell types, which is why I'm trying to actually avoid picking it up this early. Right, like it keeps showing up, it's like, come on, take me, and it's like, no, I don't want it. You have like a few passives that will protect you, like there's a dodge, and of course there's a passive dodge percentage. There's also, when you press the right trigger, a command dodge, right? Maybe that's the incorrect thing, but essentially, oh, I used it. That's how quick it is. I will upgrade Mana Shower though, because we bought it early, and I do like it. If you want to see how your DPS is working, under here, under Go to Title, it shows you the different spells and how much DPS they perform of the 6 that you have. As well as if you look at the right side of the menu over here, it shows you how much of a particular type of potion you've been drinking and building towards. Now, I'm not going to talk too much during this because a lot of this will just be gameplay, but I do want to show a few things, like when you explore the area, which is just completely, it's mostly barren, but also completely randomly generated, you will see these occasional jack-o'-lanterns here, and if you pop them open, sometimes they drop things like health potions. That last one was a bomb, right? And you can kind of spot them based on, let's get some more Mana Shower, based on the light that they project upwards, which is why I typically like to travel downwards, because then you can see the light coming from below, right? These coins are, of course, the gold that I think could have been named betterer bouquet attack speed. I'll take that. If you have a really strong bouquet, you can actually do a lot of damage with the bouquet. And if you'll notice, I'm not really picking up the experience things as fervently, and that's because at the end of every level, and you'll see this in a little bit, at the end of every level, once you beat the level, every experience thing that was on the floor, as you beat the level, will get suctioned right towards you, which eliminates the need for you to find anything to like suction all the experience crystals, or whatever they want to call them in this game, to you, right? You just have to beat the level, that's all. Which means that you don't have to focus too much on picking up a lot of them, except for when you first start the level. Hey, 69 kills left, nice. Except for when you just start the level, because you might want to collect some upgrades, especially because your regular attack doesn't one-shot these enemies, especially on hard, right? And it suctions literally everything to you. So I'm not gonna get the Python. We'll get the bouquet power. See. At the end of every level, you also get that, and then we pick a potion, right? So we can get strong hips, which gives you access to more area magic. This gives you access to curse magic, which, I mean, I don't know about you guys. But I do like an amorous partner, if you catch my meaning. They make a joke about the color of that potion early on. You only get to see the story information for the game one time, which is weird. She feels like her mind is blank and dull. And then it unlocked a few things as well as some passives. Now, as you finish levels, you get to basically choose your path down this tree. It's not very different, and if you like lock yourself down one of these, like I only have one choice here, and it's this hips potion level. Whereas if I went this way, it would have only been one choice again. If I went this way, or once we beat this level though, we'll have a choice between either this boss fight or this boss fight. Not much of a choice actually. Let's go take on this level, and let's see what the other two choices are in addition to the hips potion. Okay, so that's the thing that actually just suctions all the experience towards you. Now this type of level, we actually have to just like wait it out. We get to kill as many enemies as we want to during the level, right? But essentially that thing is like a seal monster, and we have to break the seal. Every level has one of those bouquet flowers, and so usually it's very close to the beginning. And so what I tend to do is I try to mill about the same beginning area in like a circular motion to try to get it to show up, essentially. Every magic hit count +1. Is this good? I'll take that. I don't know what that does. Now, since we went with corruption, I want to see if we can get corruption magic, because I want to start to embrace corruption. There's a lot of different enemy types in this game, which I do like. A lot of them do kind of read very similarly to one another. Casts a wave of fascination that and conjures clouds. Let's deals curse damage, and this also deals curse damage. Let's get the charming wave. There it is. So we're gonna try to make our way beeline it to that flower, because we want to find the one flower in every level to upgrade our bouquet, because our bouquet, as you can see, it's like doing so much more work, right? The bouquet auto targets, I will maximize, actually no, let's get some attack speed on this. The bouquet does like a lot of damage, especially if like, you know, you have a lot of things up there, right? So we can get a curse flower that gives us plus 25% curse damage. This is additional damage to enemies near all summoned familiars. I don't know if we're going to go beast mode, and on hit, this has a chance to summon a bee that inflicts familiar damage. But since we're going curse, I think we could take the cursed flower to do extra curse damage. If an upgrade specifically lists something like that, you can expect it to hit count +1. You can expect it to specifically affect only that type of magic. So if something says projectile, it doesn't mean like any projectiles you fire. It's specific to projectile magic. If something says area, then there's a type of magic called area magic, and it only affects area magic type spells. Let's see. Charming wave. I'm not gonna get the evil python. Stop offering that to me, game, please. The evil python. Listen, I know the lady likes a good python, but please, game. And so, like, I know that this is not as frenetic as, let's say, Vampire Survivors, right? And that's why, like, I feel that my rating of this game is not going to be as high as it is for Vampire Survivors. This game is very lean. There's not a lot there. And I think that Chowbie, the developer, really could stand to, like, possibly do a huge update to it. Again, if you're picking up this game, you know what you're getting, right? You're here because the Wedding Witch is specifically the type of witch that you want to bewitch you, right? The game can get difficult, but for the most part, it's been very, very easy since I started. Level up the projectile magic there. And it's very easy to just, like, turn your mind off when you play the game, which is fine, too. If you like these types of games because you could just, like, vibe, hang out, and play them, you know? Maybe watch a movie. This, I think, is a really good game for that, actually. Right? Very low stakes, you know? And if you die, you know, you don't really lose too much progress, you just kind of start all over again. I feel that you can kind of play the game very casually, right? Like, set aside 20-30 minutes, have a run, and, you know, if you don't enjoy it, you go back to do something else. let's see, we can get Hips Potion, but there's another strong Corruption Potion here. Each regular potions give you 1 heart's worth of upgrade. Strongs give you 2. So we're gonna go Strong Corruption. We're gonna corrupt this lady. Let's see. It's a bit dangerous to continue like this. She knows. She absolutely knows. Let's see. So we've unlocked both 20% more magic damage with Corruption Magic, as well as Bat Swarm and Abyssal Touch, which is what I like to see, because that's the new magic. Let's go this way, and let's fight this boss, mainly because I also enjoy a corruption that involves large endowments. Trying not to get shut down by YouTubes. So this is a boss stage, right? And essentially, let's see. Tethered to nearby enemies dealing curse damage, or summons a swarm of bats that deals curse damage. I like the bat swarm, actually. Because it gets a lot of bats around you, I think. And that's how that works. And they just, like, do passive damage as they peck at things. So the boss stages are essentially, you get to hang around and fight other things until the boss shows up, and then you kill the boss. There might have actually been an update to this, because it doesn't look like all the experience is swarming to me at the end of every level like it used to, which is of concern. Get some range. I'm waiting for the bouquet, or rather the next flower to show up. There's a suction thing that suctions all the experience to you, so you can quickly possibly gain a level. Let's see, let's get the bat swarm number 2. Since you're doing so much incidental damage solely because you're firing off projectiles, and I shouldn't use projectiles, but that's their, not their word, but it is a type of magic here. Let's see, every magic hit can count +1, sure. Grab that. Sometimes you might suck at experience bits from like way off the map. Right? I shouldn't use the term suck actually here, because it is very suspicious. Haha. Alright, so the boss just showed up. We can get 30% more experience. There's a chance to summon a bee, or swinging the bouquet casts a sword aura that deals physical damage. I like sword auras, right? Maybe we'll grab that. There's the boss, by the way. It's that big thing that has its own life bar. And it is dying rather quickly. Please go away. I didn't realize it was like that close to... Holy crap. Our DPS is just too high. Look at that. It's already dead. And by killing the boss, we got one of these, I guess. We don't... Gold income is not very important. Dealing a critical hit with the bouquet freezes the enemy. Critical hits will summon an additional area. So there's a lot of like not useful stuff here, because critical hits are actually kind of hard to come by. I think like your base critical hits like 1%. That said, I will take that over the other one. Bouquet critical hit rate. Now that we have that, I'll take some bouquet critical hit rate actually. Let's see. We can get beast level, big or hips level. Please don't judge me. I am a simple man. She's gonna have a little bit of that potion, and oh, she seems to be yeah. Oh, so yeah, big endowment potion makes your explosive gives you access to more explosive magic damage like Holy Grenade and Fireball. Fireball is actually a really good one, which is, and so every time you drink a new potion, it does give you access to new spells, but it gives them to you randomly from a pool. So sometimes you get Fireball, sometimes you get Lightning, sometimes you get neither, you know. Just kind of mill about here, picking up some experience blips while we wait for the flower to... Oh god, the boss devil is going to be here soon. Let's upgrade the Bat Swarm, even though the hit count thing, I don't even know what that does, I'm going to be perfectly honest. So many things are not explained, which is why I'm trying to explain them to you as best as I can. Although, you know, there is a wiki, likely. Actually, I don't think this game has a wiki. I think that this game is, like, small enough that, like, nobody cared enough to write a wiki. And I'm not going to. Like, that ain't me, guys. That ain't me. It ain't me, ladies and gentlemen. I will say, though, I think the enemies in this game are actually kind of cute, right? I do like the how the main character, the wedding witch, is drawn, right? Like, I think she's very well illustrated. Let's see, Bouquet has an additional 10% chance to do additional damage. On hit, it has a 33% chance to summon a bee. So here's the thing. Experience kind of doesn't matter at a certain point because there, especially if you reach the final boss, you're going to not get anything when you level. You don't have any base stats that go up when you level, so getting extra experience doesn't really help. 10% chance to deal additional area damage, or a 33% chance to summon a bee that inflicts familial damage. Let's get that. I like having familiars around. It's nice. It's not something that I'm going to specialize in, obviously. Oh god. That thing just came out of nowhere. Let's see. So, Bouquet attack angle. Max. Let's get the attack range, actually, because we want to hit more things, because it does increase our ability to summon bees. That command dodge is actually so small. It feels like it does nothing. You know? It does get you out of some sticky situation. Oh god, what's wrong with it? It will get you out of some sticky situations. When ending, area magic is a specific type of magic, so you have to be careful of that. And explosive magic damage is attached to big endowment magic, so if we can get some of that going. Yeah. We're gonna upgrade the bat swarm. Let's see, we can max out corruption potion here, and I think I will, because that'll be the most amount of damage we can get from corruption, and also it changes how her appearance is entirely, and it affects the ending. She wants to get dirty. Oh boy. Thorn tentacles. We're gonna look for thorn tentacles, and we have curse magic mastery as well to upgrade. And we also, when you upgrade something to max level, you get new witchcraft, and that affects your dash. Looks like this is the next level is only one singular path, so we'll take that. And we can get a big endowment potion. Haha. So that looks like the dash now has an additional attack to it. It's not just defensive, which is great. The only problem that I have with the dash is how long it takes to refill. I really don't appreciate how long it takes to refill the dash. When playing Death Must Die, what I enjoyed about that game is that you can build up 2 dashes, and sometimes you could have 3, even 4. You could even make like a dodge build, which I think was fun. We're not going to get that. Every hit, every magic hit get count +1. Every attack range. That's for now. Waiting for that flower to show up. We're getting a lot of those bees, actually. Like, I didn't realize just how many bees we were going to get here. It looks like the dash has like this additional smack attached to it, which is kind of cool. And our wedding witch, there it is. All right, so some of the better bouquet flowers that you can get when you play this game are the passives that give you additional healing. Fireball. I like Fireball. We're gonna get Fireball. It does a lot of damage. Like, watch. If you see, we just got Fireball, and these are the DPS per thing, right? Like the magic missile thing, it doesn't do that much actually. The bats are already the new first, right? And they're not even maxed out. But check out that Fireball. It's at 508 right now. 508 damage already. We just got it. But that's gonna change. It's gonna become wildly way more useful. Let's go grab this bouquet flower. Grab that. Hey, who hit me? We're the wedding witch. Everybody leave us alone. But you do want to pick up passives that increase your ability to heal. God. There's a few that give you regeneration. There's this revive that is a revive for one time, which I will take now because a revive is so useful, actually. Let's get the bat swarm for now. Okay, it's kind of hard to see where you are in this, much like in Vampire Survivors, where the screen is a mess. And good luck. Fireball. You can mitigate it just by doing more damage, I guess, right? Killing things faster allows you to live longer and survive longer. Picking up these little health potions is also very important to your longevity. I said longevity wrong on purpose because apparently when you do that, it triggers people and forces what's it called? YouTuber comment interaction. Leave a comment if you are triggered every time I say longevity. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm a monster. What was I supposed to look for? The tentacle. That's right. Fireball. I'm so sorry, everybody. I dashed through that too, and I still took damage. Maybe there's no iframes attached to the dodge. That's not great. These little mushroom fellas. I'll take the bouquet crit up. These little mushroom fellas, every time they die, they actually spit out a shot. And if you're kind of close to them, you run the risk of getting hit. And you kind of want to avoid getting hit, right? The witch does have passive regeneration if you paid for it in the upgrades menu. So, you know, as long as you can, like, survive a long period of time, right? She does seem to be having a bad time, though, here. But the level's almost done, which is good, I guess. But yeah, she does seem to be taking a few too many hits to the chin, so to speak. Trying not to say too many awful, suspicious jokes. There we go. Grab that right before we ended, and that should gain us a level. We'll take another endowment potion. Your chest is tightening. That's good, right? Frost Nova. I like meat. No, wait. Neither of these are pretty good, actually. We'll see where we end up next level. There's a corruption potion that we can get, but there's only one path forward, so let's just go to the next level. Oh god, it's another one of these. Okay, so the bats are still doing the most damage out of everything by a significant margin. Okay, so fireball. Let's get that fireball. I wish we could upgrade our regeneration. God, look at all that damage, though. Like, that's just chaotic. Those fireballs, like, do not care. In terms of, like, what I would rate this, though, like, you can get us a much better deal on this type of game if you were playing Vampire Survivors. You know, the original, the one, the only, right? And that's because the developer of that puts so much work into it. Plus 100 health. 5 health recovered every 10 seconds. This is the one that I was talking about that gives you a lot more regeneration, and plus 100 max health also gives you 100 health immediately. So this increases your survivability so much more that now, as this combined with the revival that we got earlier, I think we're almost a shoo-in to beat the Succubus Queen at the end. Curse Magic Mastery. Yeah, let's get that. Let me go grab this this universe thing. Just bring all the stuff towards us. Every attack range plus 15. Sure, that sounds good. In this game, all these range bonuses and everything actually feel useful. Thorn Tentacles. Yeah, let's get that. In Vampire Survivors, there's a lot of, like, miscellaneous upgrades that increase your range by, like, incremental amounts that don't feel like they're very useful when you first get them. And then, like, when they're level 7 or 8, that's when it feels like they're good. But the problem with that is that takes such a long time, and you might not make it there. Curse attack speed plus 20%, I'll take that. Oh, there's another one of these things. We're just gonna suction in all the experience things. I like how those little slime guys kind of like split and then become, let's see, conjures clouds that deal curse damage. Do I want that over? We have one slot left. That's the thing, right? I can get one more spell. I don't know if I really want that right now. We do have a bonus to curse damage. from one of the flowers, which is why I'm hesitant to take a last spell just yet. Right. I'm also curious if the character model is changed based on the potions that we're drinking. Like, it doesn't look like she's received any, let's say, endowments. Bouquet attack range, I'll take that. We want to hit more with the bouquet because of how it spawns bees and everything. Take some more tentacles. A lot of these levels, well, they all are basically like try to survive as long as possible. Some of them more so than others. Like this one is basically like you have this timer that goes down based on, I guess, really nothing. It's not like if you do more damage, you'll make the timer go down faster. The boss levels sometimes feel very short because you can melt the boss if your DPS is high enough. Curse hit count? Yeah, we'll take the curse hit count. Actually, I want to max out explosive magic damage, and so to do that, we're going to need another large endowment potion. I'm going to keep calling it that because I don't want to get like censored by YouTube for anything too sussy baka. Even though we are the sussiest of bakas here. Honto gomen nasai ne. There's one of these planetary suction things. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure these things have names someplace. Thorn tentacles. Let's get thorn tentacles. Thorn tentacles. Thorn tentacles. If you'll notice, oh, there's another one. If you'll notice though, like, my god, it's getting chaotic here. What was I gonna say? Cursed lifespan. I'll take that. I love to curse people. What? I'm kidding. That's a joke. This holiday season, try to be more, what's it called? Good to your fellow human beings, guys, regardless of how you feel. Unless they're being pricks, in which case, let them know. Give me that before we end the level. Yeah! Alright, so we gained a level there. We're gonna take some more tentacles? Let's take some more tentacles. Because apparently our curse stuff is like super powered up. Alright, so we can get some... Oh, yeah, maximize the explosion magic. Let's do that. And get... I've never actually maximized two things in a single run, so this is new. Explosion magic mastery and lightning. I think I like lightning. Okay, so we could choose between... And it doesn't tell us what kind of potions we'll find here. There are no surprises. There's no, like, hidden potion or whatever. There's no, like... It's just those, like, 5 or 6 different types. Can either fight a bunch of monsters or another unsealing level. We've just done like 2 unsealing levels. Kinda boring. Let's just fight a bunch of monsters. 12,000. That's like not even that many. When you see how quickly these things are gonna go down, right? It did take a bit of time for the level to kind of load in there. This game has a little bit of scuff, which is weird considering how I don't think too much is happening behind the scenes, right? Like it doesn't seem very what's the term? Graphically or resource intensive, you know what I mean? So, alright, we gain a level. Conjures clouds that deal damage. Let's get the crit hit rate up. I don't know what the last one's gonna be. We do need to pick like a final magic thing. And also, let's see, we have 2 curse things, we have 3 curse things, and we have 1 explosion thing. Maybe we'll try to get lightning. I do like a lightning. I would also like this bouquet to show up before the we accidentally kill over these close to 1,000 monsters. That'd be great, actually. Frost Nova. I don't like Frost Nova. I'll take the attack range on the bouquet. The bouquet. That's right. We call it a bouquet. Come on. There it is. Sometimes you gotta make a beeline for it, by the way. Especially on levels like this where there's a finite amount of enemies. There have been times where I've missed out on it completely because like it showed up when there were like maybe 80 enemies left, and it was just like cool. You know, it's not the end of the world, but you're better off the more that you have. You know what I mean? Let's go grab that. All right, so area magic. We're not doing area magic. 10% chance to do additional area damage. Again, we're not doing area magic. and 25% familiar magic damage. We have familiar bees coming out, and I don't even know if that's great. These are all kind of a wash. I'll take the familiar magic damage just because. And remember, there's only... Ooh, attack radius up. That seems pretty good. Thorn tentacles or attack radius up. Yeah, I'll take the attack range. And remember, there's only one flower that you can add to your bouquet per stage. So you don't really have to, like, keep searching for a second one. The only thing that you're really searching for now is, like, those jack-o'-lanterns. And again, I like to go diagonally just because it allows you to, like, see them kind of, like, on a bigger swath. You're cutting a bigger swath through the map, if that makes any sense. Especially because as you travel downward, you sort of see more of those lights, I feel. It feels like it allows you to see a better cross-section of where those lights would show up, you know? That's how I feel. Wow, we only have 200 enemies to go on this stage. That was quick. And that's because our DPS is very good. I would like one of those, planet things. That'd be nice. Summons a meteor from the sky. Get thorn tentacles. Oh god, did we just gain 2 levels? HP up. That was fast. Or is there a bonus at 62? There it is. Look at that. That's gonna suction in all this experience from like the entire stage. Item absorption radius. We'll get this for now. There should be like a lot of experience on this stage actually. There it is. Let's see. Bouquet attack range. We're not going to get the evil python. We're not anywhere in familiars. Beast level. I guess we can get some funny ears, right? I can't take more corruption magic. If you take more corruption magic, it doesn't really affect your stats, right? It might give you some more things. Yeah, see, I don't think my body will change anymore. So it was just sort of a waste. Alright, so this is the final level. The Succubus Queen's Cave. Doesn't really look like a cave any more than any of the other levels look like, but because it's the Succubus Queen's Cave, what happens is instead of a bouquet or a flower spawning, you have these mini boss succubi showing up, right? And when they die, they drop flowers. Bouquet attack angle. We don't need more. Summon a bee. On hit, the bouquet has a... I don't think we need more angle. I'd rather have the more chance to get the bee, right? So now there's a... Instead of a 1 in 3 chance, it's a 2 in 3 chance to summon the bee. But look how fast these things are dying. Right? Like, and then you get another thing, projectile magic. 20% chance explosion damage. Activation count. I don't know what that does. We're taking it. But again, there's no bouquet on this level for us to get. So we're just gonna like melt this and now the Succubus Queen. First magic will make the enemy flee. 100%, 100 magic. Max health, 5 more health recovered every 10 seconds. But then look at this, the Succubus Queen is here already. This game is so easy. Look how fast her health is just melting. We didn't even get like a 6th spell rather. Explosion attack power, I guess. And let's look at, let's see, so, oh wow, the fireball did a lot less damage than I thought it was going to. Oh well. And she's dead. And we got another achievement. But that's how like quick and easy this game is, you know what I mean? I might have to censor this next part. The witch defeats the Succubus Queen and completes the ultimate potion with her help. Yeah, so the Succubus Queen is your grandmother. The witch's, rather not yours, but the witch's grandmother. And so we get some bonuses, I guess. And it's the big wedding day, and then you kind of see like, okay, that's what happened to her. She's very well endowed, and she's just very we'll call her Randy. And then in order to finish the game out, you get sort of a bonus screen, right? Which I think we're gonna cut out solely because especially because we chose the curse route. Let me see what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna cut this out. So if we do cut it out, I'm sorry. You can Google it if you want. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, you know, like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. Link in the description, where you catch streaming stupid shit like this video games, leathercraft, Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. With that out of the way, I want you to have a happy holiday season and a happy new year rather. Not gonna edit that. Take it easy. Let's see what this looks like, guys and gals.